This is 2025 and video is such a big deal, and of course, you don't want to be left behind. That's why in this masterclass, I'm going to walk you through the entire process step by step, how you can stream your videos to YouTube using vMix for free. Let's check it out. I made a video on my channel showing the entire process of how you can download and install vMix on your Windows PC for free, right? So I'll leave a link to that video in the description or as a pinned comment in the comment section. So go ahead, watch that video, download and install vMix, and let's move on to the next step. So once you've downloaded and installed vMix, you go to your YouTube channel where you want to stream from, right? And then you go to where you have create. Now you're gonna see three options. You have upload video, go live, and create post. You're gonna click go live. You're going to be presented with an interface like what you're seeing on your screen, right? So we are just going to edit some of these. So the first thing you're going to do here is to give your stream a title. So come to where you have edit, and then you can change your title, right? You can give your stream a title. I already have a title here, so I'm not going to change this. And then where you have your description, of course, you can tell your subscribers or your viewers what the stream is all about. So right here under the description, you can put, something to give, like I said, your viewers an idea about what the stream is all about, right? And then you scroll down all the way to now where you have visibility right here. Now what this means is that you can either choose to, like you want to control who watches your stream, right? So if you want anybody to view this, you can leave it at public, right? But if you want it to be unlisted, now unlisted means you have to share the link to a particular or to whoever wants to view your stream. So what this means is that not everybody, even those that subscribe to your channel, will not be able to see this except you share the link to them. Then for the last one here, private, it means only you, the admin or whoever has the access to your channel can watch this. Now, since this is a test stream, I'm just going to leave it at private. All right, so next up, you're going to go down, click down, by the way, and then select your category. Okay, what kind of content you create. If you create content on music, politics, gaming, whatever, comedy, just select your appropriate niche. I'm going to leave mine at how to style. Then you have your thumbnail. So you can go ahead where you have these three dots right here. Click this to change your thumbnail. And then you click change. Okay, you can select or upload whatever image you want to use as your thumbnail, right? So I'm just let me just try use something else. Okay, let me use this, right? And then it's going to process, right? So as you can see, we are here. I've successfully changed the thumbnail of my live stream. Good. Now under audience, you can pretty much leave other things at their default settings. Of course, if it's not made for kids, ensure you check this. Other things, okay, if it's not an AI related content, right? Does it contain make a real person appear to say something they didn't do another or that? Okay, if it's an AI generated content, right, you can click yes, but if it's not, ensure it's checked out no. Then other settings, of course, you put in your tags, right? Tags are very important for your stream. It helps your stream or your content in general gain visibility. So it's always good to have tags that are related to whatever you're streaming, right? Ensure your tags are closely related. So leave under language. I think others are pretty much the same. Now, if your channel is monetized, right? If you reach the threshold of monetization on YouTube, now you come to where you have monetization right here. Now ensure that okay, before you come there, I think there's somewhere here where you need to turn monetization on. I think it's somewhere here. You need to ensure that monetization is turned on. Where is that thing again? Okay, maybe yes, it's here. Okay, under monetization, you have the monetization tab. Ensure is turned on, right? That's if your channel have gotten to the threshold of monetization. Now under where you have the ad section, you can allow YouTube to automatically dictate when to put in ads on your video. So I'm just going to leave mine at balanced, right? Not too aggressive, because if it's too aggressive, sometimes it turns your viewer off. So ensure it's set to balanced. And then when you are done with all the customization, you can go ahead and click save. So we are here in our vMix interface, and this is what your vMix software will look like if it's the first time you're opening up this software, right? So the next thing we're going to do here is to add our videos and whatever media we want to live stream. All right, so we come to where you have your add input right here. Let me zoom in to see that clearly. Go to add input. Now, your add input tab is where you go to whenever you want to import any media content you want to stream, whether videos, music, images, whatever. Right, so you have a couple of options here, but I'm not going to cover everything, just dwell on some key content or some key options right here. So the first thing we are going to do is where we have camera. Now, your camera is where you go to import a live feed, that is the video source. If you want to do a talking head video, you come to where you have camera. You're going to see a couple of options on that camera. So these are the video sources I have on my laptop, right? So I'm just going to select. Now, of course, it will be different from what you'll be seeing on your screen, right? So I'm just going to select the video source I want to use. Right, so I'm going to use this eSoft camera, right? Now you can also leave now most times it will automatically dictate or input other settings for you, right? So most times you don't need to alter this, just leave it the way they are. Now, of course, your audio device, you can also change your audio device, right? So you can either now these are a couple of audio sources I have on my PC, right? So I'm going to select now if you have, let's say if you have a separate line for your audio, of course you need to select the right option. So I'm just going to select this one. This is my microphone source, right? So when I'm done, I'm just going to click OK. So as you can see, we have successfully imported our video, right? So this is our main talking head video. So you can also input other media sources. Now let's assume you don't want to use a live video. Okay, you want to use a pre-recorded video. What you need to do is to come to where you have your video, right? And then go to browse. Now take you to your PC, right? Where you have any pre-recorded video. I'm just going to use this one and click OK, right? So I have one tab where I have my pre-recorded video and the other one where I have my live feed. All right, so I can also import a music source. So let's say I want a music to be playing at the background, right? I'm just going to come to where I have music. I think I saw that somewhere. Okay, audio. Come to where you have audio, right? You can now, of course, do the same process. Go to where you have browse to import any audio you have on your PC. So I'm just going to stick with this one I already have here. Let me use a copyright. Now, of course, you should ensure that your audios are copyright free or sounds that you have the license to use to avoid copyright issues on YouTube, right? Okay, so you can also import an image. That's if you want to, but okay, let's just do that. Import an image, same way, right? So you can always switch tabs, okay, as you desire. So next up, we are going to go to this next stage of setup on vMix. So you come to where you have this gear icon on your stream right here. These are very key parameters to, okay, having a successful live stream on vMix. Okay, so let's go back to our YouTube page. Right now, where you have your stream URL right here, you can see this where you have stream URL, right? So you're just going to click copy, right? And then go back to your vMix interface. Now ensure that, okay, first of all, under destination, you can stream to different destinations, right? You can stream to Vimeo, you can stream to YouTube, Facebook, and all that, right? But I prefer using the custom RTMP server option because it gives you much more flexibility, right? So I'm just going to copy my server right here, Control V to paste, right? Then we go back to our YouTube. Recall I told you something about your secret key, which is your stream key, right? So I'm just going to click copy, right? and we go back to our vMix interface, and we're going to paste it right here. Control V to paste it. Now, under where you have stream quality, okay, you can select any of the appropriate quality here from the default options. Now, peradventure, you're having network issues or your internet is acting up, it's slowing down. You can, of course, tweak these values to a customized value for your stream, right? So you can just come, all you need to do is to come and click this gear icon right here beside quality, right? And then you under video bitrate, you can input any figure, right? Let me just put it at 1000, or you can put it at 750. Depends on what you feel like putting in there. It's of course flexible, it's optional. And then of course you can click save and close. Now take note, okay, let's go back to our vMix. Let me show you something quickly. Now take note here that we have 3 options under our stream. You have 3 tabs open. Now ensure that you are streaming on the tab you selected so that you don't get confused and put something else, right? So I think we're good to go. So the next thing we're going to do right here is to come down here to where we have our stream button right here. I'm just going to go ahead and click stream. All right. So we are live on YouTube. So I'm sure you had a ton of value from this video. If you've got questions, please leave them in the comment section, and of course I will attend to them as soon as possible. So like the video, share the video, and of course subscribe to my channel because I make these tech tips and tutorial videos every week. So once again, like, share, subscribe. See you in my next video.